All right. So I repeat, like I thought this is like a decent Mel game in terms of like damage output. There's things to fine tune about the build for sure. Um, but I thought that this is going to be like Corki and Mel are going to dominate at this range. But it also goes in the direction like Ezreal will look to really, really OP in this game. Because it's like Ezreal outranges everybody. And like when things were looking like good, you know, for them, like Ezreal was the one that kept them solid always, you know. They kept them really, really solid. So there's that. I like in the end, like Ezreal was the one that turned everything, and I thought that there was many moments where I thought Mel would do more. She just didn't. Maybe it's because she went Banshee this game, right? She went Banshee because she felt like Leona and sorry, this champ Aurora is pressuring her, but there's that, you know. Like in hindsight, then like I did feel like over time, like Ezreal just looked so damn broken this game. Like I didn't think this was like a crazy good Swain spot because I do think like Mel, Corki operate well, and then Poppy ult is pretty solid against this champ. But definitely like Swain is decent into Poppy, Vi, Cassandra, like the whole kit overall, you know. But there's that, you know. The little tempo Ezreal looks really, really good. Like this was a find from Dragdar, and it looks monstrous. Here, I think that G2's early game planning was just fantastic. Like sneaking in here to find the trap is really, really good here with Leona and Ezreal. I like that super much. Pantheon also entering in. And then, of course, Pantheon has one of the strongest smites, Razo losing HP, Vi very weak level 1, and then Corki and Poppy being on the lane swap. You know, this is super, super good because like this, you threaten dive into bottom side, and Scumond did just a pathing masterclass here. They have vision on blue, so they know exactly when Razo is going to begin to hit that. And then here, I really, really like that Scumond skips Golem's bottom side. You know, here, skipping Golem's bottom side is a camp that Vi has to commit so far into killing, so she's going to be so out of place to even farm that. Killing the golems would just give her the time to invade your camps, and you give her the respawn that she desperately needs later on in the game. Says Scumond gets level 2, crosses through mid, doesn't get spotted on the wave, and Leona is now defending topside. So they're even numbers on topside. Poppy usually should set up the Vi for success, but here Pantheon sees exactly the timer of Vi because of the ward on blue. So here Vi takes her camps, reaches level 3, and Scumond has already taken the camps on the exit. So FNATIC with the prior topside, because of the lane swap scenario, are trying to look to invade, but Scumond just took full bot side into crossing topside, and then of course these golems just are a little bit deep to go in order to play. So there's the ward that spots them all, and the Raptors are gone, red is gone, beautiful from Scumond, and really, really nice early game planning here from G2. Scumond bases, crosses into bottom side, which is also super nice. And then Razor gets the crab, and then he needs to do his own golems. But the economy here from Scumond is just tremendous. Crucial detail here, right, is that Vi crossed mid, and that showed. And then Vi did crab. And with that info, he knows that Vi hasn't based yet. Scumond will always be level 4 against 3 here, and Caps is going to look to TP back because he's matched on tempo here with Mel, even a little bit fast on the base. So Scumond just waits for the respawn. This is the Raptor that he took, and being here on the respawn is beautiful. Spots Razorg with the plant. Really, really nice, man. Really, really nice. Someone asks, how does Pound clear so fast? Well, he does clear fast, but also Vi started very late because she got pushed out of bot. So she started her own wolves really, really late. And Scumond, you know, started Raptors, which is just the easiest camp to melt and kill. It's a decent chunk. We continue. Here I do think that the lead up coming into, of course, the grubbies that spawn, I'm not a big fan of what they did. I didn't think this was a good trade for Mickey. Like here, this is not a good trade for Mickey because trading 1-for-1 when there's no assist for Mel, I really don't like it because Mickey also burns flash. I don't think this is a good play because Caps needs to base. They already won. He is practically dead already with the death timer of 13 seconds because he's recalling, right? Like he already is dead. So Mickey using Ignite here and trading 1-for-1, I don't think is the way. He does die, right? I remember him dying. and then Pantheon gets the kill, even worse. Here, due to mid lane situation, they are hesitating, but I really don't think that they should be giving grubs. I think this was a mistake. Leashing Drake here, I don't like it, because I think they should be on the mid wave here together with Aurora and then cross into topside, because Ezreal can push for free because Poppy died. I think if they contest topside grubs here, Vi is completely out of the game. I think that giving Vi this for XP is not the way. Especially if the intent is not to set up a case where you are going to pressure invade on red, because obviously here Skimon didn't base because he only has Longsword. He based and cleared his full top side, collected Poppy kill and went to the bot side, right? So Skimon has no base, he doesn't want to look to invade, lost a lot of HP to the Cloud Drake too. It could be here, the read can be in these type of spots that, oh, enemy, the enemy, like the enemy here didn't get, the message didn't pop for grubs, so he could steal the chickens here and maybe look for red. That could be an angle, but it didn't happen. I understand why, because he doesn't base. But here all the pathing things that Skimon achieved early don't matter anymore, because here Vi is recovering completely. Look at the XP, compare it, and see that she has 2 camps alive and Skimon only has golems alive. So here he is going to look for top crab. He goes for it, and then Vi does golems, and as you can see here, she already reaches level 6. So Skimon is equalizing XP now because of the grubs, plain and simple. Like solo XP on grubs is just too tremendous, and killing dragon just takes so much time. So here he's 6 against 6, and Vi has completely recovered. The game state is pretty good for blue side. We continue. The base on bottom side, they're contesting. Here, the flash over the wall, the hex flash over the wall from Mickey is good to tackle Labrov into the wall before he presses W or gets, his spell. Nice Koki opener as well, crossing through mid. I like that. And then Vi is looking to pressure onto Caps, which of course he succeeds with. He misses the Q flash, but the ult snap is really, really good. That's solid, good shit. And here we go, we continue. This is just like one of the strengths of Pantheon, really, is that any type of all-in that is active is very easy for Pantheon to gain access. He Q flashes and then ease out. Solid. And then we continue. BB pushes out. This is Oscarinin. Both Oscarin and Caps died on TP timer, so it's not super, super costly in comparison to other deaths. Here, Mickey with a turbo play. Hansama assumes they base, but this is just a Mickey masterclass. This is a very, very cheeky window to hit this in. Like he doesn't even get the E off. They are faking base because Upset walked away and they are pretending that they based. This is just like really, really like good lane knowledge, because they are putting themselves inside the mind of the enemy. It's like here they are hitting a cannon and walking up on the wave, and they assume the enemy base because they push the cannon. But they stop a recall and then they swifty macro Hansama, and he just doesn't expect this at all, right? A big part of mechanics in general is the expectation. Like if you expect a certain play to come your way, then mechanically it's a lot better to execute. Preparation and leverage of knowledge is a very, very big part of mechanical execution. It's not only reactions, because reactions are easier to do if you're prepared for it, right? We continue. Something that FNATIC did so well is with Poppy and Vi, I think that Mickey does a great job of controlling river and making sure that the enemy doesn't really cross map. They have the vision on everything that the enemy does, which I think is cold. Razor dropping the grubs as the enemy like hovers with Leona, and retake here with Aurora and Pantheon, which is super cold. I like that. I think that taking one grub away from the enemy when enemy Pantheon has found the sky is really, really good. Here we see a little play. Let's see how it looks. I kind of expected humanoid after the enemy whiffs Aurora ult. I thought he's just going to live here. But somehow they have so much damage. Like this is a Mercury Threads Aurora, like Mel. I was just surprised that they can't completely fucking one-shot her. I was so surprised by the damage that comes in here, bro. Like Leona and Aurora, like they one-tap her here. Like boom, Leona ult, then Q, E, electrocute. And of course, sudden impact too. This is good shit, man. Really good shit. Really good shit. We continue. Mickey with the cancellation. Now we're gonna see like FNATIC River Control Masterclass. I do think that Mickey just kind of oversteps in a couple of moments, right? This is like what you, in the end, like with the way Mickey achieves, he also risks, right? If someone calls him on his bullshit. And Labrov tried and did many times in the game. Skirmishes is coming now on the collapse, and he's crossing a little bit too deep. Here, Pantheon is just a little bit too strong. They get the ignite. Here's Aurora TP, sorry, Cassandra TP, and Aurora's walking. I wonder if I wonder if Mickey just plays on the info that they have a TP angle and Swain doesn't have TP. It could be a part of the thinking process. His Hansamo is very low under the turret. I can see why Mickey is doing this and pushing like this. It's just here, it's unfortunate because I don't think he reads the Leona Q timer. He also doesn't have W from before. I'm also sure he W's here, okay. He W's here. And then Lavrov just doesn't die, doesn't reach the execute threshold. Let's see out of base now here, how FNATIC play it. There's the Pantheon ult. I think Humanoid maybe needed to hold W longer, but I don't know if it would have mattered, because maybe he can just reflect the Swain E, because he didn't really reflect anything, and he didn't absorb any damage either. But I think probably it's sticky enough, the Swain with Rylai's. I don't know. I think Pantheon is probably just OP. Not gonna lie. I think Pantheon might just be OP. Like the fact that they can just force display, flash on a target with flash of Swain, it's kind of mental. Pantheon looks so strong. Like G2's draft rate has improved so much from week 3 into this. Like considering where the draft rate was week 1 and 2, This is the control that I like so much, Koki is getting prior against the SG with Trinity, and they're maintaining the space. I usually want to make sure that the enemy doesn't have a ward in this push, because this is the push that matters the most, Gilius is a little bit too quick to take credit for everything. Anything that happens that is good in LEC, Gilius takes credit for a conversation he had at one point with them. At this point, like, he's whispering things in the ear of every LEC player, bro. This is a good read from Oscarina as well, to walk to the other side of the ult. I like that a lot. I can understand from Cap's side too, like to walk on the top wave. Actually, no, he's just trolling, not gonna lie, he's just trolling. He sees Vi. I think that Kissanta's just too strong with Mercs. He cannot be in a situation where he gives contact, he just can't give contact to the guy on Q3. I think Caps here is just ending. There's nothing here. Oof. TP gone as well. He's just ending. Alright, let's fast forward. As well, FNATIC surviving this play. So big for the game. Like, this is the enemy counterplay. The tempo is now so good. Vi did Herald, and Cassandra got top turret and solo kill. Sorry, not top turret, pushed out top all the way. This is very good for the game, but it's the correct play for G2 to try to kill bot, because Humanoid has no flash, of course. It's so close that he dies. I really like here because they know that the enemy tempo is bad, that they just go straight into bottom side. Like here, a lot of teams, what they would do is cross through mid, but there's no mid wave, so they just rush straight here, which is super nice. I think what you can do as well here, if you want to, is that you just swap Koki into bot here, but they're just looking to pressure the turret, which works because Swain is showing top. Let me just see this again. I think maybe Koki just realizes Ezreal's on base because he's not on the wave. FNATIC's tempo is just really good, and they are really aware. This is just really good gameplay from Fnatic. Good punish for the bot play not working out. Fnatic take all of the space. K'Sante TP stop. Swain has TP advantage, and Fnatic tether back really well. Now the main thing for K'Sante TPing like this is that he needs to decide if he's walking on mid on the next wave or if he's pushing the next. It all comes down to if you want to contest Drake or not. Here, it seems like they do want to contest Drake, so they just accept it. Mel is on the mid wave, and then here they should just leash Drake and then TP with Mel top. And a very important detail here is to make sure that if Aurora's on bot wave to kill her. I don't think that the TP was in from K'Sante. I think it's okay. Keep in mind, TP cooldown is 3 minutes. Like with the change to TP, it's like you use it to gain additional farm. TPing into fights is so rare. Like it takes you 8, 9, like so much time to TP into fights. So it's like TPing top to push that wave and walk, I think is perfectly fine. Here I don't like that K'Sante walks on bot wave, like especially because I think it's fine to walk on bot wave if Swain is hitting top turret. But if Swain is not hitting top turret, I think Oscarinian should just stay with the squad and they should play from dig push on the turn. I don't mind Humanoid walking like this and looking to pre-poke the enemy, right? I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's okay. I think K'Sante could have been in a better spot here. I think also G2 rush a little bit, like they don't play on Swain's timer and Aurora's timer. They're not synced up with their solo lanes at all here. And Mickey just fucks up the whole system. Pulls out the strong Pantheon, they kill Hansama. And BB tries to flash in to get some counter kills. How does Upset use summons here? Like, why is... He just doesn't have W, I guess. He flashes to kill Ezreal. I think in the end probably can't do that. Yeah, I think he can't flash to do that. He has full info where the Swain and Aurora's coming from. But it's fine. And we go forward. Fnatic with the river control. Bro, the Fnatic Drake setups and river control has been really good, but here comes the IQ test, guys. I don't know, I think this is so pointless, right? This is so pointless to do, considering you have like TP and you pushed out. Like you can cross and take enemy top side, push this Aurora out the entire way. Because the thing is, even if you take Atakan, okay? Even if you take Atakan, let's say you take Atakan and the enemy pushes mid and they take mid turret and Aurora pushes top and she takes tier 2. You legit lost the game. So it's like at every level, this is shit. Every level, this is just really bad. Atakan doesn't give you any combat stats. It gives you 50 gold per person. And it doesn't make you win fights that you... Like, it doesn't give you anything. It doesn't cross over to any objective. Trading, tempo trading 1-for-1, it's like, with 15-second respawn time on yourself, it's just not good. Like Atakan, the revive one, has been so nerfed. So nerfed. It's like you give 200 gold and a rose. Gold is relatively the same. The enemy gets practically like a recall on the spot, you know, because it's 15 seconds recall time. 15. Like death time is like 15 seconds. But you have to think about all the time you invested to killing this shit too, because it's 16k health. Like 16k health is a shit ton. It's really a lot. Like this ain't the way, you know. Really ain't the way. Like I think just you put yourself at so much risk because obviously you can invite enemy team also getting a good fight. Here they decide to do it, but also like Pantheon just has a tremendous smite, you know. It's a crazy good smite. So yeah, Upset is like finishing the Drake in the end, and he's walking into mid because he wants to bait, right? He wants to bait that the enemy's not doing it, but then Swain W lands and Upset just takes the wrong pathing. Like, I don't know why he goes this way. He should just go down into river again when they spot, right? They also have a ward here. He takes this long route around. I don't know, like the play of walking mid to bait, like, I don't know. This is just such a bad Atakan start. It's so fucking trash. Really, really bad. Even if the enemy decides to not fight, let's say they lose mid turret and tier 2 top. Let's say just Aurora beats the shit out of it. You walk out on the map with shit tempo, and 1 minute of Atakan is already gone. Like 1 minute is just gone. And you have 1:30 to try to do something, and the enemy can just play from a defensive posture. Defend the tier 2s, and that's it. There's no Drake, there's no Nash, nothing. But yeah, even a worse horror show happens, because Pantheon in the end steals it with Q Smite, right? And it's like Upset's position becomes very awkward too here. He just has no sums, and Leona, I think, ults her, or what happens? No, Capsius breaks his neck, right? Capsius breaks his neck. Yeah. I think I've said everything that I need to say. Like, it's just plain grief, you know? It's just horrible. It's Peter griefing from Gryffindor. Not sure what Mickey is doing here, playing in this pocket, because this is the reverse of what happened on bot side the whole game. Now G2 are the ones in charge. Kesanta is on the bot wave. Enemy is 5 into top side. You have no business being here. You need to take the defensive path. Same as Leona did the majority of the game, you know? He pop ults her out. He gives a freebie. A humanoid plays well to buy time, you know? Like even here, like let's say there's a scenario. It's like here, let's say there's a scenario Mickey doesn't die. It's like enemy has Atakan, but what difference does it really make? It's like you're trading side, Kesant is committing into bot. You're not looking to fight. You're just looking to stall enemy, right? And how they enter, and that's it, you know. It's like here, Swain. Maybe Swain should walk bot now because they already took. There's no wave top to play on. I do think BB should walk bot now. Like, I think it's fine that he hovers, but I think he should cross into bot now to catch. This is fine too, but them not going into bottom side, I can think at this point, like if you delay your tempo to kill Poppy, I think that's fine. Humanoid does a great job of stealing the wave high, right? Like, really, really good job. So now, keep in mind, like, what did Atakan achieve? What did Atakan achieve? Atakan is gone. What did they get from it? Nothing. The tempo they had was from the kills. Kesante pushed bot all the way. Swain could probably defend it, and then maybe they got a tier 2. But now Atakan is gone. It still left a mark there on the game. But the game state is fucking even. Like, what did Atakan do? The benefit of that fight was the fact that they pushed top turret, mid turret, and they got kills. That's the benefit. Atakan, the tempo they had was not from Atakan. The tempo they had was from the kills and the enemy deaths, right? And the respawn timers. I'm really, really trying to hammer home the point that, like, Atakan, the red one, it's like, it's a fine tool to progress the game if you can't break enemy tier 2s and you have full tempo everywhere. And you'll have, like, push them in and they're not contesting and they're just hugging their tier 2s. Then it's fine. If the enemy is losing their camps and you are taking it as the final objective to progress the game, I think that's okay. If it crosses over into, like, Soul Point or crosses over into Nash, then I think it's also a little bit better, because then maybe you can falsify and you can progress. But it's a tool of snowballing. But in equal games and in weaker game states, it doesn't give you much. It doesn't really give you much. Mickey here, like, he's pushing so far to try to spot people on the mid wave, but it's just such a bad window to do it in because his solo lanes are not pushing nothing, you know? Nothing. That's it. Isn't Red Atakan good to overlap with Baron and play for 4 stun? That's what I said, right? I did say this already. But it doesn't change the fact of the situation. Like, if you are even, right? If you're even and we're forcing Nash and we take a fight on Nash, you're going to lose that fight. And you're going to respawn faster. And then maybe you're in some situations where, let's say, 3 of your Atakans die for 1 enemy. Let's say, okay? Then you get tempo on that guy and maybe you can convert it into something, sure. But then it's rare because still you need to respawn, walk to Nash, like it takes a lot of time and setup, and you use your tools to get that fight going in the first place. because the enemy can just walk on you and poke on you, and you know, that's like it's not so black and white. Yeah, we missed the route, which is not the greatest. Skirmishes W's out, and then like I thought that the way Razork played some of these fights is a little bit too fast for my taste. I think Humanoid runs and pushes back too far. I think he could have tethered better. I think there was more to be done here. Razork does get out in the end though. I just think also at this point, bro, like some of these champions on red side, Ezreal reaching 3 core, Pantheon being as fed as he is low-key kind of OP. The TP from... let me see how they start this Nash, because... I think G2 just kind of fucking throw the game here, no? They're trying to turn, but Humanoid just fucking lives somehow. Like, Humanoid just holds his flash so long. Like, Humanoid does like low-key a game-winning play here, bro. Like, he just lives this for so long. Dodges the E of Labrov. Kites, doesn't use flash. Like, it's cold as shit, man. This is just really, really good gameplay from Humanoid. So Caps down, BB dead. They snap TP and hit because Leona also needs to base still. So tempo-wise, this is really good from FNATIC. Miki tackles Skimon into the wall. He's buying time, and then yeah, this is sweaty, bro. This is really, really sweaty. Oof. This is really, really sweaty. I don't know how to feel about this. I really, really don't know how to feel about this. It's just very Pantheon specific, because I do think they can burst together, you know? I don't know, personally, like, I really like the Deathfire Torch build, personally. I feel like Deathfire Torch was, like, designed for this champ on Mel. Yeah, Pantheon Q, like, Pantheon just used passive stacks on Mickey, you know? That's the angle. Because, like, Mickey didn't buy enough time, I think, that he could have flashed. But like 50-50 when you're in the pit should in most cases favor you, because you should have pink or something. Then we shouldn't have vision, you know. Because like I think it's a good play from FNATIC, because Labrov really needs a base and the enemy has no vision. So Pantheon is low-key doing that blind, you know. Unless like Swain W's or some shit, which is possible, right? This siege was not bad from FNATIC, I think. Just half forcing here. I think Caps did a really good job of chunking Corki here in this pocket. He finds a little sneaky pocket. Like this is kind of like a Cap special, the pink ward, and then I think Razork just snaps super well at him. I thought this was very, very high level. Like Upset just gets chunked here, which is cold as fuck. And then you have like the counter engage here, which is just one shot the homie. And I think that Oscarinin does a good job of just ulting the Leona after she clips him with E. I like that Upset just holds the base and pieces out, like he has nothing to do there. Like they are so quick on bottom side. Yeah, I feel like the way Razork and Mickey move on the map is really, really fast, but they over postured, you know. They can definitely make the same mistakes sometimes in terms of over posturing and overreaching, you know. But when they're dancing on that edge and everything goes well, then yeah, they look like geniuses. But and this is the point where I felt like, ooh, like Mel is maybe not useful, bro. That's how I felt, bro. Because like I see Mel throwing spells back and forth, and like her damage is just not there. But she has 4 core. I think if you buy Leandries, you don't have room for Banshees. You have Banshees and Mercs. I think she could have definitely had more damage, you know, a lot more damage. I think also you can make an argument for heal cut here for Corki. But I don't think it's as significant as Mel having like pen item or Deathfire Torch. Also, like it kind of blows that she doesn't have Death Cap coming into this fight. Here, FNATIC's position is much better, and K'Sante, this is the fight K'Sante looks really, really OP in. Koki has Merc, so he just jumps on Caps, but Caps buys a whole lot of time here. Look how OP this Kisante is, bro. Here, I think one of the big mistakes from Razork. I think here just really terrible. Like this is such a winning situation for FNATIC, guys. Swain ults and has no contact with anybody. I don't know what your read is to want to play this fight, but your Koki as well. I think Koki position, he should probably take the long way. Like I think he should take the long way here, the Koki, instead of being in this pocket here. Like this position is not good, I think, for upset. Like he should just be here, I think. And then Razor goes for this Q flash play. Like, bro, you just saved the game for the enemy. This is very ugly, guys. Oof. An upset here, not needs to W into mid. Like his W direction was just trash. Like I think he expected to do more damage to the Swain, but the Swain has ult on and Hourglass as well. It's really bad. Oof. Yeah, Razork really doesn't need to do this. Like they are like G2's position there is completely lost. Really lost. Like Razork really gave back power to here. G2, bro, G2 does such a good job of playing in this pocket here. I really like what Caps is doing, you know. They swept it. They know they have no vision here. The fact that Caps and Labarov, they sneak in here is super cool. I think Hansama doesn't need to be here. But look how they just chunk Razork to 1 HP because he feels good, you know. He feels good. He sees Swain here. They see people here, right, on vision. He feels very good to be in this spot because he has teammates on midwave, but he just gets chunked to 1 HP, you know. This is cold as fuck from Caps and Labarov. I like it a lot. Here comes the Vi ult, and then look how beautiful Caps plays it, bro. Caps just ults, of course, because he's unstoppable during the ult animation, the Vi ultimate, and then he just, you know, he TPs to the other side, and Mickey ease him into the ult again, so he TPs. Look at this. Mickey ease him into the ult again. Caps just, you know, just made them into dizzy rascals. But it's a lot harder to think in action than when we go for vision, see 3 times more distance than them and don't need to think about micro and macro, click by ourselves. Yeah, it's just like I'm not sitting here and saying, I would play better than this guy, I would play better than this guy. No, we're reviewing the damn game for what it is. Like, to make this point is completely mute. It's the same when people say, why are you making a tier list at the beginning of Winter Split? We can just wait and see. It's like, yeah, like the whole point is to have a conversation about the data that is available. It's content. I'm not flaming you either, just saying what you're just saying is what you just said is the equivalent of like, yeah, I have to take piss and I have to eat in the day, you know. It's just pointless. Sorry for snapping on you a little bit harder than usual. It's just that yeah, the scrims didn't put me in the best mood, so forgive me for that. I can be nicer to you. We're going to continue. Okay, so Razorko Activo got murdered, and Caps just outplayed the shit out of all of them, and Mickey just TP'd him back, and Razork died, which is just beautiful. Caps gets W reset, of course, and Lavrov just flashes out. Very nice. Really good ability awareness in from G2. I really like it. Really good ability awareness. And then here they just start. They find a cheeky little turn here. Look at Caps as well again, bro. He's just playing around the vision. Here, Mickey puts a ping because he's trying to find Caps. But look at Caps again, bro. He just finds the pocket to play in. Like, I don't know, bro. He just look how hard he's pressuring the carries. Like Caps is just the boogeyman. Look, like Upset is it has to be so scared they can't cross while Oscarini is buying time. He's just the boogeyman, guys. He's the boogeyman. Like the timing of Caps' movement is also so good because it's the right at the moment Oscarini wants to create space. And Labrov does a good job too. Like Labrov also does a very, very good job of keeping the eyes on the prize. Can Poppy and K'Sante play so far from backline? The thing is, they need to enter. They need to enter because the enemy is hitting Nash. Like here, FNATIC can't do much. Like, what should they do? Like, they want to contest Nash, but the truth is, if Caps and Labrov play it the way they do, there's no realistic way for Humanoid and Upset to cross the banana bush. There's no realistic way. Because look, Labrov holds ult, Upset no cleanse. It's like these two guys are trying to create space, they're trying to cross, and these two champions need to be able to cross here. Maybe you can play it in a way where Mickey like marks Labrov and he just goes for him and they begin to hit him, but Labrov has long range ult, right? But the issue is they are 4. Like, there are 3 people in pit. It's like nobody can cover this guy. Nobody. Because if K'Sante like chases and pushes this guy out and Poppy goes there, like there is nothing. I think that if G2 played as well, I don't think FNATIC can do much. It's just these guys have to back off. Like, Caps is walking on them and Labrov is holding ult here. But in the end, I think the outcome is that G2 actually don't get Nash because K'Sante is not balanced. So mission accomplished, you know? Mission accomplished. Well played by FNATIC, you know? It's just a tough situation to play out for FNATIC. I think they got just the most out of it. By far. Look how OP this K'Sante is, bro. Here I think Oscarini makes a little mistake because Mickey does a very good job of getting vision, you know? They clear the ward here and they are face checking. This was a very good face check. But the moment Mickey goes here to look for a ward, Oscarini should not face check. He plays it way too fast. He just plays it way too fast. Like here, Mickey is just gonna go and drop a ward. He plays it way too fast. I guess Champion's completely busted, right? Like the fact that he can even look at them and have half HP is really good. But yeah, Mickey's gonna drop a ward. He doesn't need to rush. Because look at how much Swain value gets, bro. Swain gets the longest fight ever. Humanoid gets caught out too, has no flash. Like here, Humanoid, I think, like, I don't know, he doesn't really have an angle. Like Swain is just fucking them completely. Like he needs to be able to walk down, but yeah, they're just calling. She has no flash. She tries to ult to find lethal. Like look at that damage. That melt damage is kind of crazy on Caps, no? That is 1 Q and ult. And reflected Ezreal. Yeah, this was the situation, if I remember correctly. I'm thinking like doesn't Mel just fist him here? Mel is just low-key like massaging them. Look at that, bro. Leona's HP is not moving. I guess he just doesn't have pen, right? He doesn't have pen. He doesn't have pen. Oh, honestly, like his build is just ass. Really, like his build is just horrible. He just doesn't have pen. Look at this, bro. Caps is so greedy. Like, count how much time it takes for Caps to even join this fight. Because FNATIC have the right instinct. They should look to force. I just think that their Vi ult usage here is just a little bit too much, I think. And the Poppy ult is just ass. The Poppy ult is just so bad. This should have been a game loser for G2 in my mind. Like Caps being on this mid wave is crazy talk. Like it's crazy that Caps wants to go on this wave, but this ward placement is very anti very anti Caps. But here he is. He's on the mid wave, clearing a wave, and to be fair, right, from Caps' point of view, Drake is not alive yet. Right? So if they play accordingly to Caps, they definitely can do more, you know? They can definitely do more. The reason I don't like the Vials on Swain, even though you one-tap him, that's the only way you break Ezreal. If you don't have Vialt, Ezreal will never die in a fight. And if that's okay, then sometimes that's okay. But he will never die. Look how far Caps needs to run, bro. If I do a good job of like, oh, Caps is there, let's just fucking push him out completely. But G2 just didn't tether well. Complete CC chain. Look at Hansama, bro. I saw a stat that he did 14,000 damage in this fight. 14,000. Guys, 14,000 damage. Holy bro. Like here, Hansama had the highest rank possible in Duolingo, bro. Straight up. This changed my opinion about Ezreal Hansama, bro. Completely. I didn't think he was much. Hey, Humanoid is just dead. They're trying to enter and to contest, but Labrov is playing in the right pocket. And Koki just can't play into Swain, it looks like, bro. Like, you can't trade hits with him. Yeah. It's GG. G2's back, boys. G2's completely fucking back. Let's take a look at game 2. Much shorter, right? Much shorter. Like this game, I think draft-wise, I have to say, I'm not a big fan of blue side draft. I think, especially in this region, you know, I don't think that Jinx can keep up with the pace of what this team comp needs to do to win the game. That's where I'm at. Like, FNATIC needs to snowball the game. Maybe it's fine because Jinx can actually push. Maybe I'm overestimating it. But I don't know. I only feel like this blue side draft really ever works. Like my main issue with this is that they don't pick Kai'Sa on 3. But then maybe if they pick Kai'Sa on 3, there's no Leona, no Pantheon, no Poppy, they're not gonna have access into Nautilus Rel. And when Nautilus Rel is banned, what support do they blind pick? That's the issue. But I do think that Skana and Bessa want a Kai'Sa on their team, and then you drop. But maybe Mickey is like, bro, I have no support to play blind with Kai'Sa if they ban Rel Nautilus for 5, which is very, very easy bans to read, right? And then if that happens, maybe they're just in big trouble. If that happens though, you can ban range supports and set up for a Rakan, and that could be really, really good, right? So Rakan is still in the pool. But the enemy can pick Rakan away. And when they pick Rakan away, are you happy then to play, for example, Blitz or something like this into Rakan? Maybe that's the best case scenario, you know? So I do think Kai'Sa on 3 would just be best. And then you ban like Lulu if the enemy bans Rel and Nautilus, and then you go, you know? I think for those people asking about Warwick, I did think Warwick Pantheon made a lot more sense than Warwick Maokai, because you don't have a lot of free time to actually like fuck shit up. I like this kind of level 3 gank on bot. I was very surprised that this didn't lead to anything, bro. Like, this needs to lead to a kill, no? Like, look how far Labrov is posturing down. Like, how can Labrov live? And then how can Hansama live? Like, Razork goes for this guy, but Labrov just jukes him, and then he flashes away. I don't know, Razork thought he had no flash or something. This is crazy, it doesn't lead into anything. Skana can get away with this against Maokai, because Maokai can't really punish Skana, so it's okay. But it does suck for him, right, that he can't fucking get this done. Really good pathing adjustment here for Razork to just skip a camp and do the grab, because he knows exactly Maokai's timer when he's done with, you know, getting level 4 in his own camps. I think Warwick didn't do shit this game. Yeah, I don't like the G2s like pushing forward and hitting them like they should know that Skana can be coming, you know. Skana skipped Golem though, so maybe this is where the wrong read comes from. Here, Mickey can definitely live in my mind, but he just went forward a little bit too far, and they stacked the CC kind of poorly onto Labrov. Here, I don't like the G2 over posture so hard. Like, Azir is not connecting with this at all. They push the wave, they can take it easy. They're giving FNATIC a fight when they really shouldn't. Here, it's also crazy to me that, you know, like they only get 1 Q, so it isn't the end of the day of G2, but I don't like that they step into the river here. Like, I think every day of the week here, after pushing this, you put a sapling down and you press recall. Right? Press recall. We continue. Here comes the Lulu onto midwave. I never expected that you could die here with Ari, if I remember correctly. Let's just see how it plays out. Tokyo Drift from Capsimus Primus. He flashes onto the Soldier. I guess it's 1-for-1. It's not that terrible for FNATIC. It's not that terrible. Because it's very close that humanoid lives, man. It's like he gets the soul essence. I think this is fine for Fnatic. Fine. Caps use flash. Lulu use heal. I think it's okay. Maokai also used heal. I think it's okay. I think it's fine for Fnatic. G2 getting Drake naturally. I mean, Fnatic getting Drake, sorry. Red side is a scaling. Yeah, here is the TP swing, right? Like here the TP on bot and they look to fight because Mickey has a good position. Like here as well, bro. Like how does G2 live? Like they are so lucky, you know? They are so lucky that they live. Khans just saves barrier, save flash. Oh my days, he just lives, bro. I don't know why Upset is posturing back though. Like here, Upset stepping back on Polymorph. I think it's troll. He should just cleanse Polymorph, keep hitting. Like here, why is he stepping back? Like what's gonna happen to him, bro? Crazy, bro. They use TP, Labrov lives, Hansama lives, Labrov even keeps flash. They drop a mid wave. It's crazy. Crazy, bro. They wanted to get Lulu too, but they just split DPS. Broken Blade as well, living, you know. I like that Razu doesn't snap ult. He waits for Warwick to ult. But Fnatic not getting kills in these situations, level 3 gang and Ahri play, like this adds up so fast, man. It adds up so fucking fast. We have a fight coming on the next Drake. I thought low-key red side is kind of crazy for wanting to take this fight. Like the big advantage they had was that Mikael is Lulu, you know? Like Lulu has Mikael. So at least there's that. Like that's the main advantage. I think that Fnatic, the turn happened a little bit too deep. Like usually you want to be fighting here and push them out from here and then let them enter. But G2 get to invite a fight here in this area. They need to cross here, right? You remember here the situation where the carries needed to cross the dick bush? You need to recreate that scenario. I want Upset positioned here. I want Ahri or Ambessa to be in this bush. And I want the enemy to be forced to cross through here. And when they do, you fucking hit back, you hit hard and you turn, you know? And it would have been a lot better. But here Humanoid decides to snap in a position where Sivir Alzi DPS is just way too high. Because here Humanoid goes and he finds the E-Flash and they don't find lethal on that. But they burn every tool in the game to commit on this Lulu. Lulu doesn't get her spells off, but look at how much damage Azir and Sivir do. You know? It's just a dream damage position. Like other soldiers are stabbing, Sivir with the bounces is hitting. Like look how much the Sivir autos are bouncing, bro. They're bouncing so hard. I think Fnatic could have punished G2 for wanting to take this fight so easily here if they just let them enter a little bit longer. Like I get the play to snap on the Lulu and try to one-shot her, but I think then maybe we can look at this. Maybe Fnatic just used too much to kill her. I think they just used too much to kill her, no? Like I think Jinx and Ahri can just kill her without any of the melees going, and then it would have been insane. Like imagine you like zap into Jinx ult with Ahri combo, you just one-shot her, and then the 3 melees just stay back. I think honestly that would have been the angle. Like, because then I really like Humanoid's play. Like reacting to preemptively Mikael's you is really fucking hard for Labrov. So I think if Jinx and Ahri just kill her, I think it would have been really good. These people don't need to commit. They can just hold their spells, right? And then Jinx W into R and Q of Ahri, she gets one shot every time. But they commit so far and the melees just take so much damage from Azir and Sivir. Here as well, Humanoid, he makes a mistake here where Humanoid just doesn't R, bro. He doesn't R again, which means that his R runs out in this frame here. Look, his R just runs out, bro. His R runs out. Oof. Oof. His R runs out, bro. That's a terrible way of dying, bro. Very, very bad way of dying. And, you know, Blue Side Comp needs to snowball, you know? Giving gold and Drake to G2. Really, really bad, man. Really, really bad. Let's fast forward to round off this one, because G2 just playing a defensive game. They do a good job while Warwick is just fighting bot. I think I think this game Warwick was not good. FNATIC target selection is poor, same mistake last game. I do think that is just rather kind of ulted twice in a very bad way on the Vi game, and here I think they just commit too hard to kill the Lulu when they don't need to. I think fight selection is okay. They can one-shot the Lulu there. Would have been an insane play if they don't commit so hard, I think. It's my conclusion now, because when I watched it live, it was my same idea, that they just fight in the bad spot and it's not a good play from Humanoid, but I do think it's a good play actually, now that I look at it again. Alright, so Warwick is dead, and the IQ test is imminent, guys. Silence in class, because a test is being made in this moment. So, the usual, guys. Trading flash of Lulu for Scan ult is good for Lulu in the short term. Scan ult is too important on the turn. Here, Azir TPs, like this is a crazy spot to TP into, because if they knew, they can turn around, kill him, right? But Caps is cold like that, and he goes for it. Him coming from this side is insane, bro. Like, Caps is just a wizard, plain and simple. You know, really nice TP. If FNATIC somehow spot that, they see it, they have vision somehow, then they just turn on him because it takes fucking forever to land, and they drop the Atakan and things, and life is good. I think if the enemy can stand in this bush, I think you're just trolling. And this Atakan is gonna go to shit. If you don't fight on the guys in this bush, it means that you're looking to finish Atakan. That's the rule. Tri-bush is basically Banana Bush 2.0. That's all it is. Caps just drifts on Upset's forehead. He has no idea that Azir is coming from here, and he's getting sucked off the Atakan. Upset needs to play in this pocket. But them hitting Atakan is just bad, you know. 2 times the way they played Atakan was just so terrible. Ari had ult forced in the 1v1 topside. So it's just like double jeopardy, bro. Even another Reaser. I just think here, like this position, like I think everybody involved knows this is a losing play if Lulu can stand here. If Lulu can stand here with no flash, like Oscarin has no ult, Skana no ult, Ari no ult, we are just completely inting. Like this is just the worst play ever. Like literally, bro. The worst play ever. They have no way to turn, no way to do nothing. Like Mickey here needs to fucking Q flash Labrov into fucking try to kill him. Like that's the play. But it's so ass. Yeah, game is just over, guys. Look at what Caps does to them here top. Do you still think FNATIC will win the split? Nah. Nah. It's very, very hard to say now. Hard to say that now.